Doctor warns, the 5 medical checkups I would never get after age 60. If you are over 60, you are entering a dangerous era of over-diagnosis, where the very medical tests designed to save you can actually trigger a cascade of unnecessary surgeries, toxic medications, and life-altering complications. We are seeing a 2026 epidemic of incidentalomas, tiny, harmless abnormalities that show up on high-tech scans, leading doctors to fix things that weren't broken, leaving you weaker and more vulnerable than before. You need to understand which tests have been proven to cause more harm than good for the senior body, or you risk falling into a medical rabbit hole that drains your bank account and your vitality. The prevention industry is betting on your fear, and your 60s are the prime target for tests that serve the hospital's bottom line more than your long-term longevity. You won't want to miss the final habit, or 99% will miss the last tip and will be stuck with medical overtreatment for life. The first checkup I would avoid is routine full-body CT scans without specific symptoms. At age 60, almost everyone has age-related artifacts, tiny spots on the lungs or small cysts on the kidneys, that have been there for decades and will never cause a problem. However, once a scan finds them, the standard of care forces a series of invasive biopsies and follow-up radiations that increase your lifetime cancer risk. These scans are like looking at a 60-year-old house with a microscope. You're going to find cracks, but trying to rebuild the foundation for a hairline fracture often causes the whole structure to collapse. Second, I am extremely cautious about aggressive prostate screening, PSA, for men over 75, and even in the late 60s, it must be approached with nuance. The 2026 data is clear. More men die with prostate cancer than from it. A slightly elevated PSA often leads to aggressive biopsies that cause permanent incontinence or mechanical failure down there. For many seniors, the treatment is far more lethal to their quality of life than the slow-growing cells themselves. You must prioritize watchful waiting over the slash-and-burn approach that has become the default in modern urology. Third, we have to talk about routine stress tests for those who have no symptoms of chest pain. These tests are notorious for false positives in the 60-plus population. A false positive on a treadmill test leads directly to an invasive cardiac catheterization, which carries a risk of stroke and arterial damage. If you can walk up 2 flights of stairs without getting winded, your heart is likely doing its job. Subjecting yourself to a chemical stress test just because of your age is inviting a surgical intervention that you might not actually need, potentially damaging a heart that was perfectly functional. However, many seniors feel they need these tests because they feel heavy or sluggish, which they mistake for heart disease. Often, this is just thermogenic resistance, a 2026 metabolic phenomenon where your body stops circulating energy properly, leading to fat storage and phantom fatigue. A lot of my viewers are getting great results with a new breakthrough called citrus burn. It's a 100% plant-based formula that helps break through that metabolic wall. One thing that's helping thousands right now is how it uses Seville orange peel to boost that internal fire. If you want faster results without feeling deprived, this is what I recommend because it helps activate fat burning even while you're sleeping, and it comes with a 180-day money-back guarantee. The fourth checkup to be wary of is aggressive bone density scans, DEXA, used to justify heavy-duty osteoporosis drugs. While knowing your bone health is important, many doctors use these scans to prescribe bisphosphonates at the first sign of mild bone thinning, osteopenia. These drugs can actually make bones brittle over time, leading to rare but atypical fractures. Instead of jumping straight to toxic medications based on a single scan, you should focus on the structural minerals and weight-bearing exercises that naturally signal your bones to stay dense. A scan should be a data point, not a mandate for lifelong pharmaceutical dependence. Fifth, I avoid aggressive cholesterol screening that ignores the total to HDL ratio. Many doctors in 2026 still look at total cholesterol as the only metric. If your number is over 200, they immediately reach for the statin prescription pad. For seniors, cholesterol is actually a vital repair molecule for the brain and the sheath around your nerves. Artificially crashing your cholesterol can lead to statins-induced muscle wasting and cognitive decline. You want slippery blood, not depleted blood. Before you agree to a chemical intervention, you must ensure your doctor is looking at inflammation markers like CRP, not just a raw cholesterol number. If you're finding it hard to stay active and keep your numbers in check naturally because of intense cravings or low energy, one thing that's helping thousands right now is citrus burn. It is specifically designed to reduce those sugar cravings by up to 54%, making it much easier to avoid the inflammatory foods that actually cause the clogged arteries doctors are worried about. Plus, they're offering 2 free bonuses right now: the Rapid Detox Protocol and Mind Over Metabolism Mastery. These are perfect for cleaning your system from the inside out so your body can maintain its own healthy levels. It's 100% plant-based and contains no stimulants, which is crucial for protecting your heart rate as you age. Furthermore, we must address the overscreening for thyroid. Many seniors are diagnosed with subclinical hypothyroidism based on a single blood test and put on synthetic hormones for life. This can cause heart palpitations and bone loss in the 60-plus community. Most of the time, the thyroid is just sluggish because of mineral deficiencies or a slow metabolism. By fixing the internal fire, the thyroid often recalibrates itself. You don't want to become dependent on an external hormone if your internal power plant just needed a bit of maintenance and the right metabolic support. If you are struggling with a weight plateau that makes your doctor want to put you on more medications, one thing that's helping thousands right now is the biggest discount on the 6-bottle pack of Citrus Burn, which currently includes free shipping. This 2026 formula helps break through thermogenic resistance by activating your body's natural heat production. When you carry less visceral fat, your inflammatory markers drop naturally, which often makes those scary medical tests come back with perfect results. It's the perfect natural solution for those who want to commit to a 6-month metabolic reset and avoid the trap of over-medication that ruins the golden years. The goal of health after 60 is functional independence, not perfect test scores. Every time you agree to a checkup, ask your doctor, will the results of this test change my treatment in a way that significantly improves my quality of life? Or will it just lead to more tests? Many times, the answer is the latter. You are the CEO of your own body. By clearing the metabolic sludge, supporting your system with the right nutrients, and being a skeptical patient, you protect your body from the unintended consequences of modern medical enthusiasm. You want to be the senior who is too busy hiking and traveling to spend all day in a waiting room. The final habit that 99% of people miss is the second opinion fast. Whenever a doctor recommends an elective surgery or a new lifetime medication based on a routine checkup, you must wait at least 14 days and seek a second opinion from a practitioner who focuses on functional or integrative medicine. If you miss this last tip, you are making life-altering decisions based on a single snapshot of your health. Our bodies fluctuate daily. By fasting from a quick decision and getting a second perspective, you allow your body time to settle, and you ensure that the intervention is truly necessary. This 14-day pause has saved more seniors from unnecessary hip replacements and cardiac stents than almost any other health habit. It puts the power back in your hands and ensures that your medical care is serving your goals, not the hospital's quota. Your 60s should be about freedom, not fear. By clearing out the metabolic noise, focusing on how you feel rather than just your scans, and using the second opinion fast, you are taking a stand for your autonomy. You have the power to stay strong, sharp, and out of the hospital for decades to come. Trust your body's wisdom, fuel it with the right plant-based support, and remember that more medicine isn't always better health. Start your 14-day pause the next time a test comes back borderline, and watch how much more control you feel. Subscribe. Which advice will you start applying today?